So hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and holy moly, I would like to thank the owner for allowing me to drive this again, because this is also the same owner who lent me his Porsche 997 GT3 Club Sport like around 8 months ago at this time of filming, and to drive this 991.1 GT3 RS. I can't believe this is happening again. Yeah, I'm kind of wearing the same thing because why not? There's so many things I need to do when driving this car, but for the sake of my car reviews, it is my duty to drive this thing carefully. I'm lost for words again, but as before, I will keep calm as much as possible because my review of the 997 GT3 Club Sport, I was going nuts all over that thing, and it was also the first time I drove a Porsche. But now I learned a lot. It's been exactly 30 car reviews since I drove a Porsche. Yeah, what the heck? That's car review number 9, and then this is car review 39. Okay, I'm getting carried away. Let's start with the exterior. So let's try something different. Let's start from the rear of this Porsche 911 GT3 RS. From the amount of reviews and pictures I've seen about this car, and reviews as well, this is wider than I expected. Then I found out this particular generation of 911 GT3 RS uses the 911 turbo body. That's why the rear here looks wider than a regular 911 GT3. So even the rear fenders have been kept from the 911 turbo to feed more air into that delicious naturally aspirated 4-liter flat 6 engine. And the air from the rear fender goes out here in the engine bay, as you can see. I'm not sure you can see that on camera, sorry. And they also go out here. Every single vent in this Porsche functions. There's no fakery whatsoever, nothing. Everything has a purpose for this car. So I will be a bit more intimidated to drive this 911 GT3 because one, this is an RS model. The one I drove was just a GT3 Club Sport and a manual. I know the manual was hard to drive, but this has way more power. Okay, focus. And here in the front fenders, you have louvers here now, unlike the standard 911 GT3. Also, I would say the 911 GT3 looks more cleaner than this RS model, but I would say this looks more hardcore. Also, you have massive tires. These are 265 tires, and then the rear, they are 325s. These are massive. Also, this car does not have PCCB. These are still normal steel brakes, but they've been cross-drilled. So it kind of looks like a ceramic brakes because of this red caliber. I love this red, by the way. Every hump you see, shout out to Kyle and Sir Reagan, they also drove this exact car. You have to make siete every single hump. Look at that. That ground clearance is low. I think this is around 88 to 94 millimeters. This does not even have the front lift system. This could be my favorite body type besides the 997. This could be my favorite 911 generation. And going here in the front, this Porsche badge is thicker. Yeah, look. Also, you have massive air vents here on the front. Your usual 911 bulby headlights. I love this, by the way. So also you have little bump here in the front of the hood and on top of the roof to improve airflow and improve downforce on the car. And look at that, the dinner table. This is so massive. Also, this particular Porsche is a local unit. This is almost brand new and it's a very low mileage car. That's why I've been told to drive this very, very carefully. Yes, I will treat it with respect. Also, these tires are Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. So I'm not sure if this needs to be warmed up. So this is the other intimidating part. But since I'm just driving in the village, I will not have to worry. So these louvers have a function. They're just here to relieve air pressure around the wheel arches for more improved aerodynamics. The rear wing is carbon fiber, but the roof is made of magnesium. So yeah, they kind of sound different. Okay, that's magnesium, this is carbon. And this is plastic. For sound comparison only. So this car has a fully adaptive suspension. So you can just adjust the damping, like ride height, what so on. But that's more for track dating. I don't think you'll do that in road setup. But if you even put this higher to improve the ground clearance, that will not do justice, because this car, as I heard from the reviews, is stiff AF. Also, being the 991.1 generation of 911, this car was slightly controversial at first. The 911 GT3 and the GT3 RS, since the GT3 first came out, because it had no manual option. But Porsche listened to the fans. The 991.2 had been also optioned with a manual gearbox instead. But I don't mind this is PDK, because I know this PDK is one of the world's best gearboxes. So I don't mind this is not manual. And now I don't want to drive that 997 GT3 clubs for again. That was wicked to drive for a manual car. So with that, I'll show you the interior. Oh my! Carbon fiber bucket seats. Holy moly, that looks good. Yeah, look at that. You sit all the way down. So I will get in this later. So start here in the door. They're very hard leather, ah. Then Alcantara. Oh, sorry. This is Alcantara. Plastic. I would say leather, but way more on the durable side, like very squeegee material. Then carbon fiber here on the door, and this is how you open the door. Just a strap. So you have your window controls here on the side, 2 blank buttons. Yeah, it's fine, I don't care. Also, they feel nice, the quality, even though it's plastic. Also, this is how you start the car. As every Porsche, you put in the left, that's a race car thing. This is how you adjust the lights. Oh, your parking brake. Also, you sit really low in this car, so it's almost like you're already sitting on the floor. And then look at that glorious roll cage there in the back. Wow. And also, there's a cool GT3 RS logo there in the back. I like these seat belts. They match the car. So this is how you open the front boot, and then opening the hood of the engine. I will get to that later. So sitting here in the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, you sit really low. I like really low, but for some reason only, this has better visibility than the 997 GT3 that I drove. Just slightly sitting a bit tall. Maybe they adjusted the ride height of the seat. Can you even do that? I don't know. I'll ask later. This is how you adjust forward and backwards the seat. It's manual, and then so apparently this is the height adjustment button. No wonder this was sitting a bit high and it had good visibility. Oh, that's how low it goes for comparison. Look at that. But I will put it back up so I can see literally everything. Oh, look at that. The Sport Chrono package clock. That's so sick. Is it moving? Dude, I'm not on a racetrack. So let's start here in the steering wheel. It's Alcantara. Your deadhead is yellow. It's also Alcantara. Oh my goodness, this feels nice. I don't know how to describe this. It's so nice to touch. Your aluminum paddle shifters. Very simple steering wheel. No buttons or anything. It's just your steering wheel. That's you can tell this is already a raw sports car or supercar, whatever your preference is. But in my opinion, it's in between both, but leaning more on the supercar side. So yeah, so this is probably the first supercar on my channel. Wow. So unlike most Porsches now, there are only digital. This one is still the analog setup with one digital display only. For other displays, you would say. And what else? Visors. They're small. Nope, but even this is nice to touch. It's very squeegee material. Even the headliner, look at that. It's all Alcantara. Wow. And your mirror here with lights. 2 lights here. Few blank buttons, but who cares? Also, your infotainment system here. There's only Bluetooth connectivity. No Apple CarPlay, no Android Auto. And I'll say it again, why do you need that in this kind of car? Also, you have physical buttons for the infotainment, and then some for the air conditioning. So you can see them also here in this very small display. And then the gear lever, look at that. It's aluminum, wow. And since this is a PDK, this is a race car kind of thing. To change up a gear, you have to pull it, and then to change down a gear, you push it. So I can't wait to use that. And then here, the rest of the center console, it's leather mixed with carbon fiber. What can I say? It looks stunning. Very small cubby space here. So Nope. I don't mind it, but just a little bit OC. There are a few blank buttons here. That's it. Also, this car is equipped with the speed. I might use that actually. And then to make your exhaust louder. So you have your PDK sport modes to make the gearbox more violent but faster responding. Your suspension, if you want it on sport mode or normal mode only. Blank button here. Electronic stability control button. Electronic stability control plus traction control off. I will not even touch that at all. Also, like every 911, these are your cup holders. Just push them out. You have two of them. Yeah, it will dip, but at least there still is for a supercar. So put them back. Oh god. Put them back. Even this is made out of carbon fiber. That's amazing. And then glove box. That is an actual glove box. Look how massive that is. Also here in the glove box, there is one 12-volt socket here, and an aux cord and your USB port. And then passenger side, still the same layout, very Alcantara. Even the stitching matches the car. That's crazy. Also you have floor mats here, a fire extinguisher. Not much cubby spaces here. I mean, there's no cubby space at all. Aluminum pedals. That's great. Cubby space on the door. Very small only. I won't even put my phone in my gear. It's very narrow, but it's very deep, I would say. Ah, there's a bigger cubby space, but it's alongside the speakers. So what else? Your mirror here is big enough. And then the roll cage again. Look at that glory one more time. And I would say, even though the rear wing is big, look. It doesn't eat up too much space. So not bad at all for a track weapon. So without it, let's see. So with that let's see the glorious 4-liter flat 6 engine. Huh? So this is the engine of the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. It's a 4-liter naturally aspirated flat 6 engine with 493 horsepower and 460 Newton meters of torque. That's 25 horsepower more and 25 Newton meters more than the standard GT3. You can't see it that much. These are the fans. They're not on for now. I learned my lesson in my 997 GT3 before. They're not on because it hasn't been started yet. This will be the first drive of it today. And what more facts about this engine and the performance of this car? The red line is 8,800 RPM, as I said, but just rounded up, it's 9,000 technically. The PDK is also, as I said, is one of the world's best gearboxes. 0 to 100 kph is done in 3.3 seconds. And the crazy thing is, a 0 to 200 kph is done in 10.9 seconds. For comparison, a GD Vanguard goes to 0 to 100 kph is in 10.2 seconds. So this is already doing double the speed already. And top speed is 310 kilometers per hour. That's 5 kilometers faster than the GT3, despite having more aerodynamics and more downforce. Also, the crankshaft alloy used in this GT3 RS is also the same in the Porsche 919 Hybrid Le Mans Racer. So I'm a big fanboy of that race car, by the way. Also, this 911 GT3 has rear wheel steering, so on a low speed, rear wheels will turn oppositely to give better handling, and then on high speed, it will turn the same direction with the front wheels to give more high speed stability. So this is the boot of the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, and I would say it's bigger than the 997 GT3 that I reviewed. The opening is kind of similar, but this is way deeper. Yeah, so you can fit. There's a Racing Point harness. Holy moly, I won't get into that. And you have an EWD. That's about here in this boot. I can literally fit in this boot, but I will not demo it. Also, the boot capacity of this is 124 liters. So that's actually generous for a supercar like this. And the coolest thing about this boot is the hood. Look at that. That's carbon fiber. And look how light this thing is. You can lift. Oh, there's gas struts, but it's so light. And how you close it also, thanks Kyle Young again, you have to close it by pressing here in the Porsche sticker, or else it won't close properly. Alright. No way, you put that in there? start, by the way. Holy moly! Right. Those are the brakes. It's still cold. Okay. Also, the gearbox, in an incline, Kyle said to me, going up, it will not lurch forward like a normal automatic. You will have to press the brake and put some throttle in it. This thing is so low, I'm gonna drive really slowly over this. Okay, we're good. Okay, so far so good. Let's just relax. Steering feels the same with the old one, I must say. There. I'm in gear. It's not, I'm on top of a hump. Look, I'm putting throttle. So you have to press on the brake. So it's a bit jerky. Just a bit jerky. Down. Okay, this thing is so freaking light. Even though this is an electronic power steering, wow, there's so much good feel with it. I don't know how that is possible. Also, gearbox is terrifyingly fast. Like, it's so fast, like instant. It changes up or down very quickly. Oh, that's so good. The PDK. Look, instant change. As I said, the steering, even though it's electronic power steering, it's so light, there's good feel to it. But I'm very weirded out. The gearbox is quite jerky. At low speeds like this, yes, it's very jerky. Like going over the hump, as I demoed. There, look. I'm just taking it slowly. There, see? Kind of jerky. Just in low speeds only, but on if you're going to a track day, this is gonna be sweet. Whew, that's so fast. Wow. Okay, also, this has a declutching feature. So, in case you just wanna hoon and just drift around on a racetrack, you just press both paddles, and then it will kinda like clutch kick. So it's just like imitating a manual transmission when you're drifting. So that's actually a cool feature of this Porsche. Wow, this is so insane. It drives a bit even better than the 997, that one GT3 Cloud Sport that I drove 9 months ago. That's so crazy. For humps and bumps, yeah, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But just driving it around is, there's so much presence going on. This sounds amazing. Wow, that sounds amazing. Kick down, look at that, it's so fast. As said, also one of the world's best gearboxes, hands down it is. Yeah, the thing is, just going over humps and bumps, you just have to be really careful. I don't know why. Maybe it's the suspension. Ah, there you go. So I pressed the suspension button. Now it's way stiffer. But turn it off. Wow, it's comfortable. Yeah. Dare I say it, you can daily this. It'd be a good daily for you. Your daily super. Yeah, 911, one of the best all-rounder. But this being the track focus version of the 911. Wow, wow, it's so good. I would say it's so good. Also, the price of this thing is also unbelievable. Since it's low mileage, almost brand new as well. GT3 RS right now, their cost around 15 to 19 million pesos. So hands down, this is gonna be one of the most expensive cars I'll ever drive. Just driving it very slowly, very gently. It's actually intimidating. Yeah, literally intimidating. Also, handling is a bit better, maybe because of this rear wheels thing. Oh! Oh my god, that kicked down so fast. Don't even get started with the brakes. There's only little travel, but it's so strong, the brake. Okay, I'll demo it in a bit. Just a big hump to go over to. This thing's so awesome to drive. Just even around village, you will never ever forget this kind of experience. I will demo the brakes. Oh shoot! Oh wow! These are just normal steel brakes, and it brakes so strong. Wow! Despite just driving around the village, it's not bad the ride, I would say. Maybe because of this suspension, but okay, let's try now with the firmer setting on. Okay, it's a bit stiffer now. Oh, it's way firmer now. But for me, for my it's a bit tolerable, but I'm gonna turn that off now. It sounds so sweet, this flat 6. One of the best sounding engines ever made. Yeah, I've actually seen a lot of 911 GT3s, but I'm not sure if I've seen an RS variant, because I forgot to mention this earlier. You can get this GT3 RS without the sticker, so the only way you can tell the differences between a standard GT3 and an RS is the aerodynamics, the louvers above the wheel arches, and yeah, a bit bigger wing, the intake on the side. That's pretty much it. That's how you can tell the differences. NVH here, but there's nothing else to hear, just the engine. And there's a bit of tire noise as well. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of tire noise when you're going at faster speeds. Yeah, turning radius is horrible. Yeah, it's so wide. Yeah, would I buy this car? My heart says yes, but for like personally for a future garage, I'm not so sure. Of course, for a daily, I'd get a normal 911 Carrera. But for GT3 RS, if you're just going track day, yeah, why not? Just buy one of these. This is one of the best track day cars you'll ever get. Yeah, you can hear the ceramics. I'm not sure if you can hear that on camera. Yeah, they're a bit noisy when they're not warmed up yet. But when everything is set, this goes like nothing else on the road. I know there are other crazy cars out there, but to get a chance to drive a GT3 RS is nuts. I would love to go to a track day with this, yes. But for now, this is the closest I'll ever get to a 911 GT3 RS. And I would like to thank the owner again for entrusting me to drive your cars. This thing feels so special. It's a Porsche. Wow. I understand why 911s are the go-to sports cars now. This is my second 911, by the way. I understand now. And they're both GT3s. I don't know what else to say with this car. I wanna keep driving it. Yeah, I will keep driving it for now. Yeah, but I would say first impression of this dual clutch is very weird. Yeah, it's jerky at the standstill. Yeah, and doesn't lurch forward like a regular automatic transmission. I don't know much about Porsches. Maybe this is a Porsche thing, really. Yeah, I just find it weird, especially above inclines and you're while doing a U-turn. It's very jerky. There's no doubt about it. Okay, I want to see what happens. I'm just 10 kilometers per hour. Going back to the steering wheel, there's so much good weight to it. Yeah, I know if not mistaken, the 997 GT3 that I drove is hydraulic, but this feels way better despite being electronic power steering. It's unbelievable. Wait. Okay, I just found out from the owner. If you can hear that clanking sound, that is actually the clutch. That's why these 991.1s are so sought after, because of that sound of the dual clutch. They removed that in the 991.2 generation, and they brought back the manual as well. Yeah, that's why it's so jerky, but it's fine. What am I to complain about? Because I'm driving a Porsche. This thing is so overwhelming. There, I've been trying to look for that word to describe this car. Overwhelming, hands down. There's nothing like it. Just cruising around here is actually very, very good. Look, yeah, it's a bit bumpy. Yeah, it's what you expect. It's a GT3 RS, but just going around here in the village, it's a bit bumpy, but it's actually good. It's a good. This will definitely be a good cruiser. Yeah, there's no body lean. It's so stable. I'll never ever forget this experience. Driving a GT3 RS. Never ever. I don't know what else to say. And let's end it on that. So, hope you guys like and subscribe. And I will see you with more future car reviews. And hopefully more Porsches as well. Bye-bye.